Cam Little out for the opening kick. And Monday Night Primetime is underway. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. And he gets him into a good spot, just a yard or two shy of the 40-yard line. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by a respected veteran now in year 15 here in the NFL, Teron Taylor.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
Here's Breece Hall on the ground for the first time. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I can assure you of one thing. That carry just brought some extra work in the opening quarter. You couldn't script that run any better.
First down.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Looking to throw, Taylor. He connects with the rookie from LSU. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Hall running between the tackles. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They go right back to Hall. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run.
Stay on schedule. SOS. We talk about it all the time offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Here's Hall once more. This is ahead for about 5. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Now air it out on 3rd. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. The kick by Folk is good. And they get 3 on their first series. Hope to build on that in the drives ahead.
Just kind of a confidence builder. An offense drives it down, special teams does their job, and now the defense going to take the field with the lead.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Bayshul and Tootin now on the return. Making some progress here. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. They're brought out by the 5th-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
The promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school in Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency, week in and week out, that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he'll manage 3 there to begin this one. 2nd and 7 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Etienne again. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast, but he was patient, he was explosive, and he got a nice little gain on the ground.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. 1st and 10. It's Lawrence. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop.
Hey, you like these results on 1st. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Caught by the tight end, running that corner. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They start to drive with Hall. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
Mitchell will go in motion right. They give on 2nd to Hall. Looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets him just as many yards as a short completion would have.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to run for it. But he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st.
10 yards. That's good for a Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 10.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Read option on first down. He's going to keep it. And some solid blocking there. Springs him for 8. It's going to be second down.
The difference right there, Kate, between that gain and a big hit for a loss, really quick decision-making. He made a quick read, saw the running back was going to get hit if he handed it, and he pulls it himself for a positive gain.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on third down.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Third and long, they're going to throw. The throw left side finds Johnson. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And the Jets, first down. A gain of 13 yards.
Good offenses. Okay, good
Jets.
play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
From the gun, it's Hall. And second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Throwing, Taylor. Completed over the middle. And they get this down to the 28. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Taylor. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. I'm hungry. Hall takes it straight ahead. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets hold a slim 2-point lead early. Breece Hall with the touchdown. Well, Brock started small at first, but then he found that lane, and it was a race to the end zone from that point on.
And it takes a little bit of everybody. How many times do we hear these coaches tell us, if you're going to get a run play for a big game, it takes the whole group, all 10 of them around him have to do their job. Got to block up front. Receivers got to block on the perimeter. They all get it done, and a big chunk run follows.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets push their lead to 3.
Jaguars 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tootin now on the return. Making some progress here. You're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
Here's ETN to begin the drive. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Lawrence working from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Another drop. The last 2 plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this 4th down. The Jaguars in a punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now here comes the New York offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. They'll start this one out with Hall. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Here's Taylor. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up 3rd down.
There was almost no resistance offered against the rush that came off the line, ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. They rip up a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
That's good for a Jets 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
It's caught right side by Johnson. Escapes the defender. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. Hall. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Throwing off the play fake. The Jets stretch their early lead to 9. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Folk on now to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
17. Jaguars 7.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. LaQuint Allen to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And that's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Our score, 17-7. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So second down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
2nd and 10, still at the 28. From the shotgun, Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Brought in right side. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Now, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be brought down after getting to the 47-yard line.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that and being stopped short of the sticks.
6 yards to the line. The offense is going to go for this. Running back sent in motion left. Back to the air. Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And they're all over him after that catch. Won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to turn it over on downs.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, well, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost them a possession.
The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. And he stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
While that run may not move the chains, Kate, that is such a confidence builder. It sets the tone for more play action, maybe more runs. That's exactly how you want to start a drive.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Takes the handoff, now to throw. And it looks great flying through the air, bro, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Might shift to the run here, 3rd and inches. He has it on the QB sneak. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stopped him at the line, no gain.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And when you got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders, you sign up for it.
1st down, play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of 2nd down.
You're going to go play action, Kate. You've got to sell, sell, sell. If you don't convince that defense you're running it, or if it's a situation where you never run the ball, you really do leave your quarterback dead in the water, vulnerable against a defense who will storm right past that fake and right into that pocket.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Taylor now. Finds him over the middle. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the 1st.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Offense going with a 4-receiver set, 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Looks like they're going option keeper on 1st and 10. And this is going to get him into the red zone. He's at the 18-yard line. They gain 11 on that play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he's denied the score as they finally get him down at the 1. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Hall will not challenge for the end zone. He loses a bunch here. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Now from his 6 after that last play. Here's 2nd and goal. To the air, Taylor. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And quickly. Their chances at the end zone are running out, Brock. It's 3rd and goal.
You get into the red zone and every detail matters. It matters on the whole 100 yards. But, Kate, once you get inside this red zone, it is so critical. And let's tip our cap to the defense on the details, creating that sack.
From the 14 after that sack, tough 3rd and goal coming up. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the defense are down away from completing this stand. It's 4th and goal.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. This is a 35-yard look from the right hash. The kick by Folk is good. And that pushes the lead up to 13.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence to throw. And pass caught by Strange. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, a give to ETN. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Hits his running back. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. So a 27-yard pickup on that play. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
And the Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Every time I see one of those angle routes, I think back to my day 1 install. Rookie minicamp in the NFL. Texas, angle route. 49ers of the 80s, they were making hay with it then, and the running back's still doing it to this day.
He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brandon Stevens in on the tackle.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
On play action now, Lawrence. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Air it out on third. Short pass brought in. He loses the football. And the Jets recover it.
This is exactly what you want out of your defense. If they're not going to secure the ball on offense, and they're going to give you a shot at it, push that ball loose and get a body on it for the recovery.
The Jets offense now set to take over. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. So just like all touchdowns, all turnovers also reviewed, and they want to take another look at this one.
The previous play is under review.
All right, so we all know what we're looking for here, Brock. Where did an elbow, maybe a knee, something touch down? And as it does, is the ball loose at that point?
Yeah, throw in forearm, wrist, shin. There's no question the offensive guy's screaming something hit the ground while the defense is hoping it didn't.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the review saves them a turnover. He was, in fact, already down when the ball came free. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Finds a nice lane there, and that's good for 6 yards.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Etienne gets it on the draw. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They go right back to Etienne. And good forward, about 5 yards, it looks like. It's 2nd down now. Now we have a member of the Jets hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to take a look at him. First down run gets him 6, so now it is 2nd and 4. They're running the option, short side. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stopped just a little bit shy of the marker.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on a 3rd and short.
Here we go, goal line formation coming out on 3rd and inches. Lawrence here running the sneak. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down, not by much. He's got it, that's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. Hang with us, more football coming up from Everbank. 4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run, Etienne. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Guessing everybody in the huddle on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
The Jets take their first time out as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down. Washington, the motion man here. Lawrence working from the gun. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars make it a one-score game before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
On his Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars get it back to within 6.
Jets 20, Jaguars 14.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets out to begin another drive. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. Short pickup to their own 31. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Here's Taylor. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. But cling to that lead and find a way to convert this 3rd down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Looking to throw, Taylor. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
1st and 10 from the 43. Taylor. Completed over the middle. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Timeout taken by New York. That's its 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Five still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's Taylor to throw. Taken in by Mitchell, right side. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jets 1st down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Now he takes it. Strong running inside the 30. And they finally get to him at the 15. So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. While we checked in with Scott in Orlando, our two teams here no doubt made some adjustments. It's a close game here as we get ready for our third quarter. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This is Allen to return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. And that passing game they went to in the first half, it's going to need to be firing to start this second half too as they chase this lead. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Cut out left. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here's ETN on 1st down. He's going to get this to the opposing 41. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
13 more yards. That's another Jaguars first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down now, 7 to go. Now give this up the middle to ETN. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up. We'll pause now for an injured player, and it looks like he's worse for wear after handling that last carry. Third down, they need 7. Putting the tight end in motion. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That one's complete over the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
A 52-yard attempt.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that cuts the lead in half, down to 3.
17.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. On the return, here comes Davis. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
New York to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing now off the play action. This finds Mitchell, complete. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Great start to this drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. They go play action on 1st down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And this run is going to push him inside the 40. Give him 7 there.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Motion man left is Johnson. They give on 2nd to Hall. Racing down the left side. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Just a tremendous run to get yourself down into the red zone. And look at that running back. He is waving off the breather. No substitute now. He's done the heavy lifting, and he wants a reward.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. They go right back to home. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on 4th, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
3rd down from the gun. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Jets make it a 9-point advantage. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Folk on now to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets make it a 10-point ball game.
27, Jaguars 17.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tootin now on the return. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw in their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out! And the Jets recover it.
Well, that was such a nice run with great explosiveness and vision to get free. But you saw who's moving near the end of that, Kate. You almost felt like a little fatigue set in, and that created the opening. What do they say about fatigue? It makes cowards out of all men. I'll tell you what fatigue does on a football field. You can lose the ball security and the ball just like that.
The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And I'm pretty sure, Brock, they hadn't even all sat down on that sideline yet to rest. And now they're right back out there with a great chance to repeat their last touchdown. While a new offense preps to head out, we've got a stoppage. They want to make sure this is a turnover.
Previous play is under review.
Yeah, pretty bang-bang play out there. It's tough to see exactly what happened on our first look in real time.
But you know what I like here, and I do appreciate, and these officials are so good at let the play just play itself out before calling it dead. Now all the replays and the camera angles will give us such a better idea of really what happened.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
Take that fumble away. The officials overturn the call and say he was down. All set now. 1st and 10. First carry now. This is Bashal Tootin. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Has him on the quick hitter. And give him 10 yards there. A lot of work done as they set up 3rd and very short.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. 3rd and short. Gets a gift to the tight end. They sent him right up the gut, but he wasn't able to get anywhere. The defense braced for impact, and they made the stop. It's 4th down.
Less than a yard.
Well, Kate, that's a quick hitter to the big guy, and that's what you normally expect to see out of it. Not a huge gain, just picking up a little bit before they stall him out.
The Jets take their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. All right, looks like this is the moment they're going to make their comeback push. They're going for it on 4th. Here's Tootin. He's got it. That's going to be a 1st and more. And this one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. One of their best play calls of this game so far, Brock. 17 yards on 4th down. That gets him the 1st.
First down.
That's a dream come true right there as a play caller, Kate. You leave the offense out there on 4th and inches. You try to pound it forward just to move those chains. But you get the best of both worlds. You move the chains for a lot more.
Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open, it beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. On the give, it's Tootin. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. They'll throw. 3rd and long. Completes. It's Myers. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. An even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Jaguars, first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Has some room to work. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game.
Jaguars 24.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Wangu now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jets back on offense, led out by Tyrod Taylor. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, the game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Throwing, Taylor. That's Mitchell on the slant. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st down, New York.
New set of downs from 37. Taylor now. He's going to tuck it and run. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a first.
A gain of 17 yards. That's another Jets first down. It's a gain.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a first down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Escapes the pocket. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. They get 23 on that one. And that's good for a Jets first down.
That's another Jets first down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
From the gun, it's Hall. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Now it's Taylor. Look, oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack of this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. This is going to be a 46-yarder. The kick by Folk is good. And that'll double their lead to 6.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Tootin now on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jaguars, down running back Travis Etienne, trotting back out to the field. And his production is carried over into this second half. He keeps on running well, even with the workload they placed upon him. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Motioning Washington right. 1st down throw, Lawrence. Complete right side to Washington. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Inside give here for Tootin. He dodged the tackle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Throwing on 1st down. Lawrence finds him over the middle. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike.
13 yards on the play.
All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. It's Jaguars football. They trail, but it's still within reach. Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Washington, the motion man here. Tootin gets it from the gun. And he's going to take this one into enemy territory with a gain of 7.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Caught by Washington, left side. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He gets 16 yards on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunk of yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Short pass brought in, and he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
1st and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Hand off to Tootin. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
That sure looks like a terrific call after you dial it up, because the execution was awesome by everybody. You get that kind of run on 1st and goal, it sets the table for more success.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars come through to tie it in the 4th. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown.
Okay, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down, and he just put on a show.
The touchdown brought it even, and this try can give them a 4th quarter lead. And he comes through on the kick to give them the lead here in the 4th quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 31, Jets 30.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. Looks away from one. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Jets and Breece Hall about set to go on offense. And as some running lanes have closed, he's just found some new ones. Continuing to hit this defense, more good numbers well into this 2nd half. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. To the air, Taylor. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. That throw was looking for Mason Taylor. And now it's 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. He lofts one deep, center of the field. That's complete inside the 35-yard line.
Pass interference. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. Now, that penalty certainly didn't help their cause, partner. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen here for Hall. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch made here at the 30. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. New set of downs for him from the 31. Lawrence here, design keeper. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Lawrence working from the gun. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Here's the first carry for LeQuint Allen. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. They did it! He made the interception! Picked off by Kiko Mauinoa. And the Jets have some new life in the 4th!
That's just a bad decision, frankly. It really is a quarterback in this moment of the game. You got to know it's not a time to take a risk. Cannot be throwing out life preservers and giving that other team, your opponent, a chance like he just did.
New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Taylor to throw. Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st down, Jets.
1st down from the 42. A give left side for Hall. Still has some space inside the 35. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
So all he needed to see right there before the snap. Defense way overcommitted to stopping the quick pass. Became really easy to hand it off and watch that running back do the rest.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. They were ready for him. They won that battle on the ground. This is backed up to the 9.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. Maybe he's going to say, hey, I got to go. But I think he's going to He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Taylor. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
A lot of pressure on this kick for Nick Folk. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This is Allen to return. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. New set of downs for him from the 31. Lawrence with it on 1st. Finds a seam down the middle. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
Just about every defensive coordinator worth his salt says two things in every production meeting. Number one, well, we got to stop the run. And number two, we got to take away the tight end. Well, good luck doing that. Defending a big guy who can move like that, it's a lot easier to talk about than to go out and execute.
And he's able to get this down to the 36.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
At the 36-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. Out of the gun, Lawrence. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan and haul in a heck of a souvenir.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That was a situation where I think the previous drive, really affected the decision-making there. Coming off a pick, he wasn't about to challenge the coverage. Instead, well, he just took his medicine.
So things not looking good after that sack. 15 to go here on 2nd down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Oh, he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Jets. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You're using this play to try for a 1st down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
The Jets and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. First call here coming from the shotgun. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Still 10 to go. Second down now from the 23. Throwing off the play fake. Forced out to his right. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this third down.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Looking to throw. Trying to set up that screen, but it falls incomplete, and now they're facing fourth down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. Austin McNamara will kick this away. And hey, we see a lot of the football, but they will get nothing on that return. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And Brock, I know the goal is always points every drive, but I think just as big a goal, got to play clean football here. You cannot give it away for a third consecutive possession.
Yeah, we call that rebuilding some confidence in yourself as a group, right? Just to execute without the mistakes. Pros, you can shake off a turnover with ease, but back-to-back, even the seasoned vets have a little trouble getting past that.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Now Lawrence has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
First down throw, Lawrence. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. That's incomplete left side. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game, because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two, two becomes three, and on and on and on.
He's back to throw. Throwing deep here for the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a fourth-quarter lead. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars jump in front now by 5.
Jaguars 38, Jets 33.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On return, here comes Davis. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jets and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. And he's been reading the coverage, dare I say, Brock, even better than his quarterback has all game. I mean, he just continues to find openings and make plays in this second half. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They'll go play action. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Throwing now off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Loss of 9 yards. And it's 3rd down.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jets facing a 5-point deficit. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Back to throw it. Right side. This is caught by Taylor. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
That's cut beyond the marker. And they're not going to have to burn a timeout. Smart play here. He gets out of bounds with the 1st down.
16 yards.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
He'll look to throw it. Fits it through the middle. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. He picks up 28 on the play. And it's good for a New York 1st down.
Why in the heck do you need 2 or 3 plays when you can get it done in one effective call right there? Go from 1st down to 1st down, exactly the tempo offenses love.
Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Here he is to throw. He tucks it and takes off. And this one does not go far.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is to throw. He's making a bid for it. And he's got him that first down as he hits the deck safely. They're going to be looking at 1st and goal. All right, got a timeout here. Just 8 seconds remaining in our ball game.
When a play breaks down, every once in a while, you got to be able to make a play with your legs. His offense counts on that ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that one.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Setting up to pass. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. And with 2 seconds remaining in our